building, a staple of the East Village. Theater 80 St. Mark's may have staged its final off-Broadway show. The owners of the building were evicted. A looming auction is scheduled for May 9th, and that could decide the fate of the building. The owners are optimistic that they could be helped here still. Roger's with us from the East Village with more on this story. Hi again, Roger.
Yeah, Pat, a lot of history right here on this block, St. Mark's Place, and in particular, these two buildings over here, Theater 80 St. Mark's, the Museum of the American Gangster, there's a tavern. It goes way back to Prohibition era. Speakeasy was a jazz club. Frank Sinatra played there. Many a production has been put on here, and now this could all be coming to an end. The owners holding out for a miracle, and here they are right now. It's, of course, Lorcan and Jeannie Otway. Good to see you, sir. I know I wish it was under better circumstances, but as of April 5th, and your apartment is right above the theater, you guys have been out.
Yes, we've been homeless now for about 3 weeks. But there is still hope. When this country had apartheid, the courts dragged on with deliberate speed, but a courageous executive, Johnson, the stroke of a pen, ensured constitutional rights for millions of Americans. Our constitutional rights were taken when the government took our property and then allowed a predator to take our debt and double it. What we need is the mayor to take that kind of decisive action for the Constitution, and I think that this city will appreciate it.
Yeah, I know the city has been helpful. They were able to expedite a nonprofit status so you can get some grants and loans, but when you're talking about $12 million, your other suggestion, and the city has said it might not be able to happen that quickly, is the city taking over the property and then giving it back to you, and then at least you guys will have a job running the nonprofit and you'll have your home back.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, nobody is hurt that way. We've lost 55% of the jobs in theater. This would ensure some of those jobs would not be lost, besides the fact that even the predator would be compensated at market value. So it's a win-win situation. Now, when the people say that it can't happen fast enough, our property was taken within days when they declared the theaters, museums, and taverns should shut down because of COVID. And we're saying in light of that emergency, fast action should be taken by a decisive mayor.
Your father started the theater back in the 60s. You've lived up there since the 60s. You and Jeannie have lived together as a couple there since the 70s. I can't even imagine what's going through your mind knowing that there's a chance you may never get back in that building.
Well, not only not get back in our building, but the fact of being sub-poverty. We can't get food stamps yet. We have a roof over our head thanks to a very kind priest friend of ours. But at the moment, we have a single room. I don't know where my heart medicine's coming from. We have no money at all because we have been totally impoverished by this. The Supreme Court said, in light of this kind of action, the full weight of that taking shouldn't land on a single individual but must be borne by society. There's been no balancing in this case. We have lost everything. We're treated like criminals by the court.
Well, I wish both of you the best of luck. Obviously, we go way back. We've done many stories with you, and holding out for a miracle for the Otways and for Theater 80 St. Mark's. Pat, again, you see on your screen the lower, you can see the historic 80stmarks.com. You can check them out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to find out more information, and maybe certainly give them a hand.
Appreciate the follow-up on that story, Roger. Thank you.